じゃねえだろ。ただのヘタレじゃねえか。
Hello there. I'm Ash Mannix, and I'm with my excitable co-host, Pixel.
Finally, I agree with one of these assessments.
You agree that you're excitable. You did very well
Definitely.
in the last stream that you did of Elden Ring. You're taking on Melina, who is probably the hardest boss in the game, and she was annihilating you. But you steeled yourself. You did find yourself wanting, but you carried on like a stoic, and you even almost got her health bar down, past the first stage.
Oh, that's no, I didn't. I dramatically got it down to nearly 1 HP and then lost.
Yeah, you almost got it down to 0, almost.
Yeah, which, considering I was very tired, and it was literally, I had started that run by saying this will be the last run, then we're going to sleep. That was incredible. It's like, the half asleep, and it almost won. And well, not almost, because she'd have gone to a second phase and clearly obliterated me afterwards.
Yeah, but it's a massive improvement from when you first started fighting her, and you've not leveled up per se. You've not changed anything.
I don't believe I need to. I think my character's fine. I think it's a skill issue with me.
Yeah, so it's like really good that it's purely based on skill. Your skills improve to a level that you could get to that low.
Yeah, I think I was trying to get that across to you when you're saying, is this training or not? And I'm like, it's training internally, not externally. We're not leveling up. We're not grinding stats. I'm grinding my skill.
Yeah. And I fully understood what you were saying. I just didn't know if I liked it. I know why you'd do that. I would probably try that in your position if I liked playing a game like Elden Ring. Because
if you like playing games, yeah.
There's liking to play games, and then there's masochism, and Elden Ring is beyond masochism. But like, yeah, if I can see it. I was just like, I don't like this because this is the hardest way. This is the real proper good way of doing it.
It's a meme for a reason.
And I didn't know if it was even possible, but then unfortunately, what's inspired you is our man Sea Dog being able to do it.
Connor from Trash Taste, yeah, he did it with Radan's swords, and like I said, if he can do it, so can I.
No, so unfortunately, he has given you hope.
And he has given me inspiration.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's shown you that you can do it, and therefore you went. Yeah. If that man can do it,
well, he went on a very similar sort of stint to me because, like you were doing with me, the chat for him was saying, "Hey Connor, just use this katana, and you'll breeze through her." And he's like, "No, fuck you. I'm gonna do it with the weapons I've been using because I've done this build, and this has killed every boss so far. It can kill this boss." So his victory was a fuck you to the chat. Even if it was 5 hours of work.
Oh, I think that's what I was thinking. This is going to be hours, and I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to play the game for hours. It's another thing for someone to sit and watch. It is quite frustrating. But hey, that is what happens.
But that's the thing. I mean, like, there's obviously a full playthrough that's going on my channel, right?
Yeah.
Cross promotion. But I don't expect it to be viewed, if you know what I mean. What I expect is that it's there as a record. And then what I'll do is I'll use it to make a highlights reel at some point.
So, just in case you missed the very unsubtle killing there of one's channel, Kuxo has his own channel. We're talking about streams on his channel. I will be, hopefully I won't forget, I shouldn't. I'll put a link to his
You're there
channel.
For most of them. You're there for most of the streams I do anyway.
Yeah, I'm usually there, so you get some more of the tasty Ash Mannix. I'll put a link in the description of this video, so do check him out. And shall we jump into it? I'm going to switch to Nova Avatar.
Yes, thank you. Let's. Oh yeah, I was watching one of your videos of this one to recap the story. And yeah, you left on the avatars for quite some time before noticing.
Yes, because I'm an idiot. But But I've switched to no avatars. Let's continue this game. Because some people actually enjoy us. Oh, that reminds me. Shit. I need to play some more House in Fata Morgana.
How the heck are we still on chapter 1?
Fuck.
How many chapters are there in this?
1.
I thought, I would have thought that the end of the incident in the hotel would have been like the beginning of chapter 2 or something.
Yeah. I don't know why this game is like this, but let's get on with this, I suppose. By the time I got back home, the sun had long since set, and it was past 8 p.m. I realised that I'd barely eaten anything since arriving at the Love Hotel, and suddenly felt very hungry, so I'd eaten a meal at LAX. Los Angeles
Which is that
Airport?
cafe, right?
Oh, okay. I was just like, Los Angeles, what the fuck?
そういえば、
Oh!
この間来た時から気になってたんだけど、電気ポット変わった？前はもっと、あ、ここ物置にしたんだ。
Oh, one thing. Could you just remove the text box, please?
Fucking
Excellent. I'm good.
Stupid angle.
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh wait. This is the screenshot for the... Wait. Did you change your hot water pot? It used to be more something. And he's made some changes. I wonder if that's important. Serica had followed me home. She started to glance around the room and offer her opinions on the way it was laid out. So she's followed us. So in the last episode, I forgot to even talk about the last episode of this.
They went to a cafe.
We went
a manga cafe.
Manga cafe with cosplayer maids, cosplayer servers, which was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how you forget, man? She was playing. She was doing a very tsundere character, and it seems that she's followed us back home, and she's not got her. Did she have her jacket on when we were in the manga cafe? I can't remember.
No, she took it off, presumably because it was warm. I can't remember now.
Yeah, interesting. She would open drawers and be surprised even though there was nothing important inside, or look at new files about the cases and tell me their contents at a glance. I would be quite displeased if someone was rifling through my drawers in my room, especially a
It's
girl.
at their own risk.
Especially a girl. I'd be like, can you please not rifle through my fucking stuff? You don't know what you're going to come across. I don't like why we're closing up in the back of her head. I don't know why it gives me a creepy vibe.
That is actually weird.
Dude, this is creepy. She always was a little strange like that. You'd be surprised by the most obvious things, but sometimes she would show startling insight. And wait. Oh, thank God. I was getting really fucking edgy there. I was like, what are they gonna do when she turns around? They're bearing up.
I thought it was just gonna like poke the back of her neck or something.
I was like, please don't be a jump scare. I don't need this. She laughed another strange laugh. That was a strange laugh.
うーん、というより、ただやりたいことは行けるところまで行かないと気持ち悪いだけ。
I appreciate that. Yeah, to recap as well, she was the one who convinced our dude, our guy, who was like, man, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore. She was like, let's do it. Let's keep going. And he was like, all right, let's keep going.
He's like, I don't want to do this. Yeah, let's do this. Like, what
Exactly,
the fuck?
yeah.
What the fuck? I've just had a thought.
Go ahead.
Could she be possibly involved with these bad people that are doing bad things?
I really hope not.
I
mean, anything's possible, but I really hope not.
Because I was thinking she was massively affected by the whole incident. We do not know much. We do not get much backstory on her, whereas we have been given backstory on our main character and how he saved her, and on Nono. I think it's Nono.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and there's surprising little information shown about Serica, and on top of that, she's very much pushing us on to investigate these crimes, but we never get her. She never talks about her justification. It's like there's a kind of like a. They just keep it blank. They don't tell you much about her. It's hard to get a gauge of where she's coming from for all of this. Why is she so motivated? She doesn't talk about how, oh, I remember what happened. Because that what happened to her was via a flashback of our main character. And I feel like these are all red flags for some reason. At the very least, there's something about her character, that her drive, that we don't know, and the purpose.
So what you're saying is she could potentially be implicated in these incidents.
Yes.
As some kind of inciter.
Or part of it.
Involved.
Yeah. Because I've seen enough anime and movies and stories that, I don't know, to get this feeling, the sixth sense, where something's a little bit off with the character. And I'm not saying that she is the instigator of, like, the mastermind behind everything, but it just makes me feel that they might pull this out, because they're not. She just seems opaque as a character. You just don't see. You're not getting much from her.
We'll probably get more later. We've gotten some backstory of hers, in that she was in the same incident that our main dude was in.
But that just makes it, the way they show that, and they don't really relate it to her. It's through our protagonist and how he saw her, his view. For me, for some reason, that makes it a bigger red flag. It's why I started thinking that just now, that maybe she's part of the bad guys. But who knows? Maybe I'm talking absolute shit.
I hope you are, because the way she was freaking out in the hotel made me think that she's not cut out for any of this sort of stuff as well.
But it's so it was so odd. She was so gung-ho about all of this. You would think that she would be a little bit better. Like, the fact that she's so gung-ho shows kind of guts and like a strong desire to see things through, and then she kind of fell to pieces. It's like maybe it was an act. Because she very quickly became kind of helpless or useless in that situation. I don't know. I'm hopefully looking too far into things, but let's see. It's just a
結果はどうあれ、そうじゃないと意味ないじゃん。人間いつ死ぬかわかんないんだから。せっかく今死んでないのに。
Did you
That
click
is
that by
true.
mistake to carry on?
Eh?
Did you click by mistake to carry on? Because I felt like you
No,
were
no.
mid sentence before. Anyway,
no,
yeah.
no.
Let's carry on.
I see, I thought. He was right. What was that noise? Oh, a sound came from my PC. She blinked at the same time as that noise, and I was like, is she a
I
machine?
know. I'm wondering, is that intentional, or was that like a coincidence of the graphics and the sound just coinciding?
I wonder. The copy operation was finished.
Wait.
そしたら元のストレージのやつは削除してくれ。
Wait, what were you doing?
She was uploading the video she took using her Pokécom pocket computer.
She uploaded the recording, the pictures they had taken of the crime scene up to cloud
Yes.
storage before the police. So the police deleted the local copies on their
Oh.
phones.
Right, that's it. Yeah, and now I think, was he downloading it to his computer?
He was downloading it from the cloud storage. Now he's like, delete the original in the online storage. Why?
That's a bad idea.
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, why? I was thinking, why?
なんで？
Yes! Sensible question.
物が物だからな。他の人間に見られたら困る。
But you
This
still...
is his one chance to get rid of that guy on the internet, the one that he takes his information from.
このストレージ、
A girl.
私が個人的に使ってるやつだから大丈夫だよ。
それでもだ。誰でもアクセスできる可能性は少しでも潰しておきたい。
He doesn't trust a
そうだな。
Dropbox.
お前のポケコンのやつも念のため削除してくれ。
What? This is just like, oh, right, okay, we've got this important evidence. We're going to get killed for it because we only have one copy now. and they can easily get rid of us and delete that, and they don't have to worry about cloud storage. You're getting rid of your plot armor.
オッケー。トク
God damn
何して
it.
るの
Taco.
It's too agreeable, man.
Uh-oh.
You know where to go with this.
Yeah, positive. Oh, quick saved. She looked over at me while she rifled through my bookcases.
カッコン島を作る。
カッコン島
Kakonto?
どこの島
Yeah, I'm curious too. Are you serious?
We're very
飲
serious.
み
We
物
don't
だ
know.
よ。ゲンさんにもらった。吐き気を抑える効果があるんだ。
Again.
へ
Darn
えよく知ってるね
it. Oh shit.
Alright, so what is this? She's gonna get drunk on it and then start falling all over him?
But it sounds like herbal
This is
water.
This is a positive delusion. It's gonna be some kind of horny teenage time.
I don't know if I can. If. And then, let's see. And then some information I'd found before flashed across my mind. Of course, it was from Cool Cat Press. I'd read about it in a certain special they'd run. If you put eye drops into a beer,
What did I tell you?
it will make a girl feel aroused.
Well, here we go. Let's put some eye drops in beer.
At the time, I hadn't believed it. In another issue, they'd said that eye drops in cola would make a girl go to sleep.
So he's now considering spiking her drink.
Adding eye drops. Do you know what? I'm not going to do any delusions. I'm just going to like not choose positive or negative because this sucks.
What are you talking about? These are great.
These are fucking... Why does he come across as a complete fucking wastrel, right? Whenever we choose any of these.
The last time one of these came up was pretty cute, where it was like she wanted to stay with him because she was feeling scared. Then he's like, "Ha! That'll never happen. She's way too tough."
That was the only good one.
What are you talking about? There's also the what was it? Pain Go Away one with the two girls.
Oh yeah.
And there was the one in the hotel where the naked manager or
No, it was
staff,
a naked
I don't
person in the room.
was like, "Oh, come join us, girl and boy."
I was like, why are they not showing this? The goddamn assholes.
You know why they're not showing
They
this?
should
To keep the
fucking
PG-13
show-
rating.
Just fucking piss me off. Anyway, adding eye drops into a drink would create unusual side effects. I'd heard a rumor that was just an urban legend, though. But what would happen if you put eye drops into Kakonto?
You probably become violently ill.
There was a stupid teenage girl who didn't even know what Kakonto was right in front of me. So are you trying to say that simply because she doesn't know what Kakonto is, that she deserves to have her drink spiked?
This is the same guy who goes around calling people wrong-siders and it thinks himself to be some kind of master detective.
Even though he reads Cool Cats magazine and gets his information from a random website on the internet.
Absolutely.
Why does this guy suck?
Go on, let's see. I want to see what he does.
Should I try
He's
it?
not going to actually do it. These are all delusions, right?
Well, I don't like that laugh. I prepared 2 cups like it was the most natural thing in the world and poured out the Kakonto I'd made. Then, taking special care that Serica wouldn't see me, I added a few drops of eye drop medicine from my shelf into our drink.
He spiked a drink.
Hello, one of my closest
Childhood
friends.
friend?
My childhood friend, who I saved from a, natural disaster or unnatural disaster from actual criminals, right? Brought to a hospital. I am now going to take advantage of you in my trailer.
And he doesn't even know what's going to happen. Keep in mind, he's acting on rumors of what happens when you put these eye drops in other drinks.
He is a complete and utter fucking ass.
The only only good side to all of this is that this is a delusion and it's not happening for real.
I gave her the cup, acting very naturally.
ありがとう。
Took a drink without suspecting a thing. I gulped as I watched her.
何？どうかした？
いや、
Nothing. I'm not a waste of space.
これまずい。薬みたい。
I mean, he said it was a herbal drink.
No, but he's put eye drops in it.
Yeah, that as well.
I'm assuming that's what she's talking about.
漢方薬だからな。
Or maybe this. With added eye drops, to be precise. I decided to watch and see what happened.
What if she died?
なんだか。
Here we go.
Is it gonna work?
この部屋暑くない？
What did I say at the very beginning? It's going to be some kind of horny teenage time. Here we are.
Serica's cheeks seemed a little pink. She seemed to be kind of spacing out. Was it starting to work already?
Oh, she's blowing her cheek up as well.
Zip. I didn't expect it to work so fast.
ねえ、タク。
Can I just
I mean, this is
reiterate how much I fucking hate this character, this protagonist?
He's
like-
lame, man. Yeah.
Look, I want to just take note that this girl, like, the way she calls you Taku is super cute, right? Clearly she cares. She's, like, pretty decent waifu material, even though she is kind of batshit insane when it comes to running into crime scenes. Like, really decent, cool friend, right? She seemed like a cool friend. And this guy, even with that, is still like, I would like to have a delusion about spiking my friend's drink. Fuck this guy.
なんか私、すっごく変な感じなんだけど。
I also want to point out one thing, right? This is all coming through the lens of a horny teenager in his mind, right? So obviously it's going to be like, oh, she gets horny. But putting that in a drink could have also made her really sick. And she could just be, you know, in the beginning stages of some kind of
Bout
horrible
of diarrhea
reaction.
or vomiting.
Yeah.
So, I get he's horny. I'm horny. We're all horny. Right? But, and I get, you know, being a teenager. I was a teenager. I get fantasizing. No problems, right? His fantasizing, okay, up till now it's not been too bad, right? But this one, spiking your friend's drink to get some sort of fantasy thing, dude, this guy is a cruising for a prison sentence.
It's moved into like creepy raper territory.
Yes. Yeah, fuck this guy. Her breathing was getting shallower. She was fidgeting and rubbing her thighs together. Of course she was.
Yeah, just off camera.
She was clearly behaving differently than she usually did. Way to go, cool cat press. Thanks for teaching me how to assault people.
ちょっとトイレ借りる。
I hope she has violent diarrhea and stinks the whole fucking
This ain't
caravan.
real, remember?
I hope in his delusion she has violent diarrhea and stinks up the whole caravan.
What kind of fetishes does he have?
No, it's not like it's a fucking
He's
negative
in control
delusion.
of his delusions. It's a positive delusion. He's in control of it. He's like, man, I wish this would happen.
This guy sucks so hard.
それは内緒。
Zip.
内緒ってお前大丈夫なのか？
I don't like this.
He's gonna be like, let me come in with you.
何をするつもりだよ。
What the hell, man?
I think the implication, or what they're trying to imply, is that she's going to go for a quick fap.
Oh yeah, I got that. What I'm talking about is the guy where he's like, hey, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Yeah, what are you
It's
going?
fucking private time.
You need
Let
to
her go, man.
show me. Also, I don't think this is a small caravan. I don't think that toilet has thick walls. I don't think it's a good idea.
いけないことだよ。
I don't want to do the positive delusions anymore. These suck. These are so stupid.
I'm enjoying them. I'd like to see the negative ones at some point though as well.
Like someone said that you like subsequent playthroughs you can do them and it will have an effect. I don't know how that plays into this.
You make your delusions a reality. I don't know. I don't actually know that if that's true or not.
This guy. I gulped.
別にトイレ行くのはいいけど、あんまり長いこと入ってるんじゃないぞ。
His voice turned
You hear him?
super
It's like,
thirsty.
Don't be in there so long. I need to turn.
You know what I was worried he was gonna say?
What?
I thought he was gonna say, you can use the bathroom if you want, but you can't close the door. I honestly thought he was gonna say that.
I don't know why I was waiting for more, but yeah, that's bad enough. Let me watch.
別にトイレ行きたくないけど。
Snap back to reality.
Eh?
Yep.
Get fucked, Taco-kun.
Man, don't say that stuff aloud. Oh God, can you imagine if he was just saying that sort of stuff aloud? Like, don't go to the toilet. Oh.
You can use the toilet, but keep the door open. Out of context, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Don't be too long. I'll be right in after you.
Serica was looking at me surprised. Her cheeks weren't flushed, and her expression was normal.
どうしたの急に。
Yes,
I think he got a little invested in that delusion.
yes. Please, Serica, question this asshole.
あ、いや、別に。
Perfect.
I desperately tried to recover as I drank my own Kakonto, but all of a sudden I got a fucking massive
Oh
hard on.
shit! He actually made the Kakonto. That was part of the delusion, but he actually made it.
Yeah, I think he made it and he put the eye drops in it.
Wait.
The delusion was her reaction.
Oh, fuck. I really hope he didn't put the eye drops in it.
So remember, kids, this guy tried to drug his friend. He's a bad man.
Potentially for real.
I hadn't found any eye drop.
Oh, thank God. But man.
Okay. I still think he's a shithead, but this is slightly better.
He was going to. He was going to. I'd given up on the experiment because I didn't have the drugs available to me. That's not a good excuse.
This guy is a fucking menace. He sucks.
Yeah.
Serica complained about the taste, but swallowed it down anyway.
それにしても、ゲンさんいい人だよね。好きだな、私。
Gen's such a nice guy, though. I like him.
He's the homeless guy, right? That he gets
Yeah.
the magazines from.
でも、タクが公園で気許してるのってゲンさんだけでしょ。やっぱりいい人だよ。
I thought she was gonna just say he's your only real friend. Full stop.
Like, just completely, yeah.
Yep. Was that why? Well, he did help me out a lot. He'd get me my fat material.
オッケー、削除したよ。
Good, you deleted all the evidence. That was smart. Serica put away her Pokecom. Alright. I booted up the laptop next to the wall and sat down in the chair that folded out into a bed. We're getting a lot of mileage out of these fucking caravan backgrounds. As I went to load the video file into the player software, I happened to glance at its length.
26分
26
そんなにあの
minutes?
部屋にいたか
What?
Wait, what were they doing for 26 minutes?
Well, he fainted for a while, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Serica said.
違うと思う。あの時、タクが気を失って、すぐに警察が駆けつけて。で、私も気持ち悪くて吐いちゃってたんだけど、いつの間にかタクが落としたスマホを自分のポケットに入れてて。
Wait a minute.
So half of it will just be like pocket stuff.
Wait a minute.
What?
She was sick and throwing up.
Yeah.
But at some point, she decided to nab his phone and put it in her pocket.
Police is coming. Like, fucking grab your shit, innit?
それで警察に連れてかれるパトカーの中でスマホのことに気づいて、そこで私が録画ボタンを止めたから。
Wait, so if the camera was facing her chest, did we get boob shot potentially?
Huh? It'd be in the, like, trouser pocket or skirt pocket, right?
Oh, I don't know
Or
why I
jacket
thought she
pocket.
had a shirt. Wait. No, what the hell was I thinking? Thought she had a shirt. I don't know why I was thinking she'd have a shirt pocket. That's what guys have.
That's what guys have, man.
No, I don't know about girls' attire. So that was it. Come to think of it, I hadn't asked how it had happened.
よく警察に消される前にストレージに上げる暇があったな。
Yeah, I mean, when did you do that? Were you just sitting there on the phone, uploading it to cloud storage while in the car?
Lucky they had signal.
Serica nodded, as if she felt the same way.
たまたまだよ。警察に着いた時にまた気持ち悪くなっちゃってトイレに駆け込んで、そこであって思いついたの。
Man, she runs to the toilet a lot.
There is that weird angle. I want you to picture what her lower torso looks like. She literally is standing this way and just like
I mean, I can see her
randomly-
lower torso right there.
Sorry, her
You're talking about
legs.
from like waist down.
Yeah, sorry. Her lower body. Think about what her legs are going to be straight, and then she's just like bent in a weird angle. I don't know. I don't know why that annoys me so much.
So this is gonna sound really odd, but she's doing one of the Goku poses right now with the way she's standing. I think I can
Goku?
get that drawing as well. Yeah, Goku, he stands like this at some point. When he turns Super Saiyan, I think. Hang on.
No, he stands. Well, I'll continue and then until you.
いや、すごいと思う。
I really was. I passed out in the hotel. And the next thing I knew, I was at the station. Right. Let's just focus on another thing here. He passed out in the hotel, but Serica did not. She was saying that she was vomiting. She was saying a lot of things, but if she did pass out, she was up well before he was, and was able to take his phone and keep it in her pocket. Red flags, red flags.
Is that really a red flag?
It gives an opening for there to be a big reveal that she's actually part of this plot.
I suppose.
It's not a certainty, but I'm like, they're just like making the possibilities bit by bit stronger and stronger in my head. Supposedly, I'd walked from the patrol car to my room, but my memory was vague and hazy. I took a big sip from the cup to choke down the urge to vomit, and slowly let it sink into my stomach. Ugh. If the recording was successful, then I should see what I'd seen then. It happened 2 days ago, but it left such a strong impression on me that I didn't feel like that much time had passed at all. Wait, he said it happened 2 days ago, but he said he hadn't had anything to eat since being at the police station? When did he... How
2
long?
days of not eating.
I don't think that's possible. Did he get... Was he...
Possible, it's just not very good.
Was he at... Not attained... Obtained... What? Was he kept at the police station for a day or two?
Oh, I actually don't remember that.
I took a deep breath and told myself it was time to do this.
No, I don't think they were kept for long. It was the other girl, the blonde one, who was kept for a while.
No, the blonde girl left first because they were at school waiting for them.
No,
Oh,
not
you mean-
those two.
you mean
the blonde girl
the-
with the 2 ribbons.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the one that was at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
I looked over at Serica.
Mm.
She nodded back at me and glared at the monitor. Okay. I tried to steady my slightly shaking finger as I clicked the file. Ah, creepy fucking music. I need this. Not. The first thing I noticed was that sound. The peaceful sound of the music box that filled the room from that spinning bed. A dark, gloomy room. A curtain in the back and a rotating bed behind it. It was that room. The same emotions I'd experienced before came flooding back to me through the blurry screen. I could sense my own hesitation from my gasping breaths. Erica grabbed my shoulder at the sudden sound.
大丈夫。確か僕が床を踏み鳴らしたんだ。
Holy shit, are we just gonna watch the whole scene again?
I don't want to watch the whole season.
そっか。
The camera was slowly moving toward the back of the room. At some point, my breathing matched the breathing in the recording. It scared me, so I pulled away a little and took a deep breath to isolate myself from the person in the video. I heard that sound. The sound of the wire creaking as the bed spun. I could feel the panic coming through the screen. I wasn't sure what to do.
進むぞ。
I could tell that Serica was gulping a little. As I spoke, the camera kept going forward. What the fuck? The camera's upside down now? Or is it upside down? What am I looking at?
That's the broken glass. It's zoomed in too far on where the policeman and the blonde girl were. You
Is
see at
that
the
a
bottom right
cart?
corner, there's the policeman's hat.
Yeah, is that a curtain?
On the left? Yeah,
'Cause
that's where the window
that's
is.
the window, yeah.
It's the same view, but really zoomed in.
Yeah.
It's not oriented. It's like very slightly tilted, I suppose, but it's not like it's gone upside down or anything.
Right.
It's just really zoomed in.
I could hear Serica's soft gasp in the video. The police officer and that woman were lying on the floor. I hadn't realised it at the time, but the glass was scattered all around. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, by indeed.
The camera quickly panned without warning. What the fuck was that all about? Why do you think
They wanted to teach you what a camera pan is.
Oh. It was that bed. The silhouette behind the curtain was probably that man. They better not jump scare that woman again. I fucking hate that. The angle's off and wasn't pointing directly at the bed.
You need tougher skin, man.
I know I do, but I fucking hate it, right? I do not like horror movies. I am a sucker.
Oh, speaking of which, you and I both went to watch Doctor Strange 2 today, right?
Yes.
Now, quite a lot of people were saying, oh, this is a horror-styled movie. And I was seeing some reactions on the internet, and some people were like, man, this movie was scary. Some of those jump scares really got me. And I'm like, none of it got me as a jump scare. I just thought it was like really fun, campy, sort of horror sort of stuff.
Right.
Pretty silly at times as well.
There was a couple of things that did get me. So one was when... actually, I don't want to
spoilers for a Marvel movie. I'm just gonna say.
So there was a couple of points where I went, oh, right, and it gave me a jump scare. Or not so much. Yeah, there was definitely 2 points, at least I can think of, where there was a sudden thing and it did give me a jump scare. And yeah, I wouldn't have called it a horror movie for those jump scares though. They were just jump scares. It wasn't like... They were just like very sudden things with loud noise that I don't think it changes the movie.
It's known as a jump scare.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's like suddenly, ha! And then, the surprising visuals.
But not there for the horror. It's just like it's just a... I don't know. I wouldn't call it a horror movie for that. But there is definitely a lot of like creepy shit that goes on. Creepy, blacky, nasty stuff. But yeah, I don't like what this.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. It was good.
I don't like where this game is going. At that point, I hadn't really been aware of the smartphone. That's a good idea. Oh, I heard a dull thud and the screen went black.
落としたのかな。
多分
It felt like it had tripped and fallen backwards. The phone had probably fallen from my hands. Okay, I'm just going to say there's probably going to be a bit between this bit now and when Serica picks up the phone where something else happens.
More than likely, yeah. There has to be some kind of clue.
Was it black because the camera had fallen face down? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Serica's voice sounded like it was a little far away. It was still picking up sound, evidently. I could hear myself trying to open the door and swearing when I failed. That's right, I'd been fighting with the door then. And then... Ooh. Ah, yeah, the knocking. Right, so someone commented...
I saw that comment as well, yeah.
I cannot remember your
The
name.
knocking was the same pattern as the previous one.
Yes.
Previous incidents.
The knocking pattern was the same pattern as with the previous instance where people had died. So they're just like, you didn't notice this? And I'm like, to be fair, there was a decent gap between each play or episode.
I don't think I would have noticed at all.
No, and I'm quite glad that they commented that because now I do know.
Alright, so the person in question is the house in Fata Morgana. So the game itself is apparently advising you now.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a very interesting point to make. None of us noticed it because we're fucking idiots.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have noticed it ever unless you pointed out. So
unless the game points it out at some point as well. But yeah,
I mean, we should have, but my only saving grace is, or my only excuse is that there is big gaps between each episode of this playthrough, like a week or something, and so there's like 2 or 3 weeks maybe between us hearing the first set of knocking and then getting to this bit here where it happened again.
As for myself, I was like half asleep though the first time we were recording this, the first episode.
I was just taking.
Remember the knocking.
I was like freaked out by the whole thing. And I think that just
you were absurdly freaked out by the whole thing.
No, I was freaked out by that girl just appearing out of nowhere. Like, fuck, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Look, I get it. You watch horror movies, you don't jump scare that easily. I just jump scare that easily, okay? My body shivered as if it had gone numb. This was. I could hear it. What? Like, you'd remember it. What are you talking about as if I could hear it? The knocking. The police said the surveillance cameras hadn't shown anyone else coming into the room, but I could hear it. That constant rhythmic knocking. Somehow it made me feel uneasy and scared. Someone had been on the other side of that door.
Duh.
And suddenly the screen moved. Ah, look at that lovely sight.
Oh, his head's the wrong way around already.
Oh, so it is. The other thing is, who's holding this camera? Was it Taku at this point? It was showing the man on the bed.
No, those two are freaking out.
How did it start showing stuff all of a sudden? The screen was blurry, but the man was almost exactly in the center of the viewfinder. Someone had purposely done this. Had I picked up the smartphone? I think he did. I think he did pick up the smartphone and he was recording. I couldn't remember.
Neither can I.
In the video, I ignored Serica's voice and kept pointing the camera at the man. Yeah, he was entranced, at least, by the man. Whether he had the phone on him or not is a different story. I could hear my own rough breathing, and I remembered how it felt then. Then, suddenly, I heard a snap. There it is again, you goddamn piece of shit.
It even had the sound effect and everything.
I know, why did they keep doing that? Don't do the fucking sound effect when you show her face again. It still kind of creeps me out. fucking hate this.
Ugh, squishy sounds.
I don't mind that. The screen moved violently for a second, and then for a moment it showed the girl. Then the angle changed again, and it stopped moving. The screen was covered in red blood, but
天井か
what I was looking at was probably the room's ceiling. Since it didn't move at all, it was probably where I'd passed out and dropped it. Just like before, the camera was still recording the sound. I could hear Serica vomiting, and what sounded like someone falling over. Police. It caught the police officers running into the room. So the police officers ran into the room not long after he fainted?
Yeah, they said that themselves.
They were asking Serica what was going on. He was probably the only one there who was still conscious. Was that you making that noise?
Yeah, whenever I move my microphone, it does a little squeak.
Okay.
It's in quite a few of my videos and your ones as well, so sorry about that.
No,
I
it's
should
just...
probably oil this damn stand.
I have no problem with the squeaking itself, it's just that you did that. I was like, oh, what the hell is...
Honestly, not intending to do any kind of jump scares or nothing, man. It's me moving this thing, so yeah.
I should not play this game. Well, at least you're here with me. It's just like it's nighttime and stuff like that, and...
Oh, it's not like the game's gonna get you, man. Come on.
Fucking game. Shortly after, the screen went black. Serica had probably put the phone into her pocket, just like she'd said. I could hear an irritating noise that must have been the sound of the phone scraping the skirt's fabric. The screen stayed black, but it kept picking up the nearby sound. Then at the very end, there was a quick shot of the inside of a patrol car. What, they won't show us the patrol car? Fair enough. I realised that at some point I'd leaned my body toward the screen. I sat back in my chair. I'd known what was going to happen, but this was still hard. To be honest, I was lucky that the phone was dropped and a lot of it wasn't clearly recorded. I didn't feel as much of an urge to vomit as I'd expected, but I was still sweating from a nasty, unpleasant feeling. I gulped down the last bit of liquid in my cup.
尾上大丈夫か
I asked Serica. And then?
ねえタク、最後のとこ何か変なの映ってなかった？
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Finally,
uh-oh.
new material.
Oh no, this is gonna creep me out. I'm getting the fucking shivers.
Oh, come on.
何
Weird. The whole thing was weird. Not a second of it was normal.
部屋の奥に進んでからさ。
Serica moved the mouse to jump backwards in the video. I couldn't tell whether she was tough, or simply dense, or maybe just felt like it was nothing but a video, but she advanced through the shocking scenes with no hesitation.
ほら、ここ、これ、窓の外。
What's that?
Outside the window?
That?
You can't see. The curtain's in the way. Or is it the top left part where the curtain's not obscuring it?
I could see the wall of the Love Hotel across the street from the open window. There was something there. What?
なんだこれ
Is that someone's head?
Someone was peeking in? That's not... Is that an actual head? It just feels like it would be less...
I don't know what that is. Like,
A bug? What are they talking about? What are we concentrating on? Wait a minute. Because it's this that I'm looking at, right?
there's like I can't see a mouse, man. I think it's like that circular sort of weird dark shadow there. Not the one on the windowsill, but like in the window itself.
So The you can't see my mouse.
I can't see your mouse. I
Oh,
can never see your mouse in these things.
oh wow. Oh, well, I don't know. Well, maybe they'll zoom in more.
こんなでかい虫がいたらクルスが建物ごと爆破しに来るぞ。
Go for it.
Wait, I don't see no. One second, let's see. What are they talking about? She hated bugs.
じゃあいたずら書き？
Yeah, graffiti. Because that. A bug, though? Why would you think that's a bug? Wait, am I even looking at the right thing? I just feel like.
I don't know.
What have they concentrated on? Like, if I look at the center of the screen, I don't see anything.
I
They
don't know
said
what they're
the
actually
window.
looking at. I'm thinking that weird circular pattern there, but I don't know if that's what they're actually looking at.
Well, let's see.
いや、ちょっと待って。なんかどっかで。
Oh, what?
Oh, I know. It's gonna be that fucking head sticker.
That's what I was thinking. I switched from my player software to my editing software, and then blew up that part of the screen. See if he has some magic.
Enhance.
Yeah, see if he has magic enhance bullshit. Damn it, I could make it out, but it was so far away that it was blurry. Why is that important?
Here we go. It's gonna be a magic enhance.
The resolution was too low.
ほら、虫じゃん。羽広げてる。
What are you talking about?
I know what they're looking at is that dark patch there. Right in the center. Right in the center.
I don't see it.
Right in the center. Literally the center of the screen right now.
It looks like a guy's face with his hair, black hair.
Yes, that's what they're looking at.
But how the fuck does that look like a bug spreading his wings? This is what I
Oh,
don't.
fuck that. Who gives a shit?
That's what I don't understand. What the fuck are they
違う
talking?
って。やっぱりなんかどっかで見た気が。
Maybe an
It's the
intro.
double head. It's the double-headed sticker, isn't it?
Yeah. What happened there?
Someone hit something.
What? I turned around at the loud noise. Oh my god. Oh, I
Get the crowbar. There's a fucking bum. He's attacking.
got a fright there, man. Fucking motherfucker.
I don't blame you for that one. This fucking dickhead with his red nose just bust right in.
Fuck this game. There was a drunk man with a bottle of booze in his hand.
Just an everyday fucking occurrence.
Give me a break. Of course, no one was waiting.
もっと静かに入ってきてよ。
That must be Gen.
おお、ゲンさん。この前
Yeah.
はありがとね。
It's nice. Why does this asshole never lock the fucking door to his caravan?
Never mind that. Why is this guy wearing a top hat?
Because he's stylish.
It's a random assortment of clothes.
ラブホテルの事件のこと教えてくれたじゃん。
This guy's a bit suspect as well because he told them about the whole crime scene in the first place.
I wonder, did he tell them it was a crime scene, or was he just like, hey kids, you want to go to a love hotel?
Oh my. Please. Please, Cooks. Don't,
I'm just saying.
don't make me think about the implications.
そうだったか？ああ、どうでもいい。事件かよかったな。タクは新聞記者になりたいんだからな。
Dodgy.
Wait, he wants to be a reporter? Not a crime, not an investigator?
That's what he... Well, he's investigating for... He's a reporter investigating, isn't he?
I don't know why. Yes, I get that now, yeah. Newspaper club and all that. I don't know why I didn't put that together. I was thinking he wanted to be like a police officer or something.
No, I thought he wanted to be a news reporter thing. I didn't, really. Oh, fair enough.
Never mind.
Every day I supposedly wanted to be a different thing. Last time it was a movie director.
ようはただいま帰ったぞ。なあ、タク、よく聞け。世が世であるために、今日はこんなものを手に入れてきた。 どこだ
Look what I've required so that I may remain me. What?
Go away again, you're drunk.
He started patting down the pockets of his very old coat. This annoying old man was Gen. He was the elder ruler of this park, and the CEO of a company with a 3 billion yen a year salary, and the best friend of my father, Jiro. At least, according to him. My dad's name wasn't even Jiro. He was related to a clan of foreign nobles, and so if he ever needed to, he could summon a foreign special forces team to do his bidding. Except last week, his bed had been taken over by a stray dog and he'd had to come stay with me.
ねえぞ世の一番大事なものもねえじゃねえかやべえぞ正面できね
he was gonna whip his dick out.
What the fuck? He's lost a thing, his most important thing, and so he now cannot piss.
It's his dick. He was gonna whip his dick out. Hey guys, check this. And then just whip.
ちょっとゲンさんズボン脱がないでよ
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
I wasn't making it up.
Gen was always loud when he got drunk. When he got really drunk, he was louder. Today, he wasn't very drunk. I had no idea what he was like when he was sober. I'd never seen it happen, or heard of it happening. Sometimes, or often actually, at least once a week, he would come by my room drunk, talk for a while, and then leave to search the park for more alcohol.
あったぞジョーちゃんあったほれ見ろ
Look at my pee-pee.
見ない絶対見ない
Oh my god. He was obnoxious as hell, to put it mildly, but I couldn't chase him away. Actually, I couldn't complain about much at all.
You're not going to complain about a homeless man who probably stinks to high heaven, who walked into, well, not just walked into, but busted into your caravan drunk, whipped his dick out, probably slapped it right on the tables to show everyone.
When I'd left the dorm half a year ago, I'd ended up in the bottom half of Miyashita Park. Since the upper half kept the rain off, the bottom half was one of the most popular spots. A lot of the reason I was able to get this spot, and even get this motorhome, was because of Gen.
最低
When I'd lived in the dorm, I'd done some cooking for the homeless in Miyashita Park as part of our volunteer activities. Again, I'd remembered that. A nobleman does not forget his debts, was all he said. And then somehow I'd been given this place.
That's not a bad deal, to be fair. He got this camper van for just what, cooking some meals.
This is probably the best place in the whole park. Like everyone else is living in tents and shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad deal.
He was also the one who taught me how to get by in this place.
そうだタクこれ見ろ変わんねえか
Gen took something out of his pocket. Wait, did he whip out his...
He did whip out his dick earlier. Oh, this is the porn now.
What, he whipped out his thing? What the fuck?
Yeah, then that wasn't a delusion. That happened. Serica went off somewhere saying that's gross.
Why did he whip it out though?
He's a drunk homeless dude. What do you expect?
I do not... Whenever I come across drunk people, I don't usually see them just whip it out. There's usually many other things that you do before deciding to whip out your pee-pee.
There's quite a lot of flashes in, like, around.
Where?
Flashing does happen. Yeah, thankfully it's not happened to me, but flashing happens around here quite a lot. I don't know if they're drunk or not when they do it, though.
I ripped the copy of my favourite magazine out of his hands. I quickly glanced over to Serica.
Now it's my turn in the bathroom.
She was mumbling that over and over to herself. I thought she liked him.
What?
Does he not realise? Does he not see that he whipped out his pee-pee in front of...
I'm not so sure our guy understands that it's grossly inappropriate to just come and whip your cock out.
Like, he doesn't seem to have reacted to it.
No,
Like,
no, it's just like, no, that's normal. This is just Gen.
he didn't even say
he's
anything.
drunk.
He's just like, oh, you got
Yeah.
the magazines, cool. And the guy's standing there with his cock and
I mean,
balls
does
in
this
his
happen
hands.
normally? Does this happen normally? Does Gen come over, give him some porn magazines, and whip his dick out? Is this a normal occurrence?
What? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Right.
And of course, this time he's brought Serica along. He's like, he's got the ladies.
Do I get to
I can
join
tell.
in?
Finally, the two of us.
Good. She didn't see it. I breathed a sigh of relief and hid it someplace nearby.
Oh my god.
Ged raised a single finger. This was one rule, for example. It was the first thing I'd learned in the park. The homeless would never, ever ask you for money.
Barter economy.
It was the one thing they could never say. Money was either found lying on the ground, or earned by working or selling things. It wasn't something other people gave you. I took out a 100 yen coin from my wallet and gave it to him. Gen grabbed it and put it in his pocket
mind.
like he didn't really care. 100 yen? Like a pound?
It's about a quid.
For
Yeah.
all that stuff is a pretty good deal.
Wait, I thought it was just one magazine.
Was it one? Oh, well, still
Yeah.
a pretty good deal.
最近よく見んなそれ
So this man is just a peddler of pornography.
I mean, yes.
Where does he get it all from?
He was looking at the PC monitor as he spoke. I mean, he just gets it. People discard stuff and they'll, like, all over the place. Or they must...
Oh, I see. So it's second hand.
He cleans it.
No, wait. Our dude said that it was in a cover. Like it was brand new.
Oh, so... Right. He was looking at the PC monitor as he spoke. For a moment, I didn't know what he meant. Who? My eyes met Serica's for just a moment. The monitor was still displaying that blurry, blown-up image. He saw it a lot?
You can't tell, but it's... I won't actually. Fuck it, let's just carry on.
野球してえな
Okay. He was in his own little world. Yes. What was this guy's problem? Dude, didn't you say he was drunk? I got closer to him.
ゲンさん、これ見たことあるの？
Why is his face so close?
Extreme.
どこにで
Too
もあっ
close.
たろよこれ例えば駅前の駅前って誰だ
Alright, someone remove him from the building, please.
Remove him from this game.
駅前なんでしょ？渋谷の駅前の。
だからこれつうかタクおめえ前に見せてくれたやつにも映ってんだろ
Huh?
俺何年前だったかおめえがカラオケに張り込んでなんかを初めて抑えたとかっつってよ
That was a few years ago? Okay. That was last weekend, actually. Okay.
Yeah.
When I'd been uploading the photos of the crime scene I'd taken from the karaoke box, Gen had come by and seen them. This was it.
タク、ここ
Coco! It was an image of the karaoke box I'd hidden to take pictures of the crime scene. It was on the 5th floor. I could see the same mark. Ugh. I switched from the player software to the editor software just like before. I'd magnified that part of the image. Enhance! Oh, there it is. And then I realised what it was.
How'd it get up there?
Window.
Maybe.
Open window. Slap it up. Jump back in. That's right. You know, that's a good question. I have that question when I see a lot of graffiti. I see like
Yeah.
graffiti on bridges over motorways and shit, and I'm like, how
Train
the
tracks.
fuck do they do that? They'd have to
It's the
hang
train
over the
tracks
bridge.
that always get me.
Hang over the bridge. What do you mean train tracks?
Like when you're on the train, like the Central Line or something, and you're going down, and you just look out the window and you see like on the sides of bridges and stuff, like you were saying, the graffiti,
Oh, I know
like
how.
really high up off the ground. Yeah.
Well, they hang off of stuff, but they also like just break into the railway. I'd seen this thing before. And just like Gen said, it was something you could find all over Shibuya. Something that had been there for a long time. An ugly picture.
歴史シールド
It's a sumo wrestler! Dun dun dun.
Now you see, this is the part where I'd be like, oh, so it was a pointless bullshit. It's got nothing to do with anything. But obviously in this game, it's going to be like, this is the clue that opened up the whole mystery.
Yeah, she like... It's like, what are the odds? Someone's just like done guerrilla marketing for some random stupid thing and it happens to be all over the city.
There's a term I haven't heard for a while. Guerrilla marketing.
Does that not get done much anymore, I feel like? Or is it just... Well, people don't go out much, so guerrilla marketing kind of doesn't work that way, does it?
It's viral marketing nowadays.
Is it viral? I feel like the guerrilla one is like where they do stuff like just like this, where they like... It's not obvious advertising, and they kind of just like graffiti shit. That's what I think of guerrilla marketing. Maybe
It's a term. I mean, like, I was younger when the term was being used. I can't remember what its actual like definition was. But I think you're right. It was the sort of thing where you just saw a name as you were walking by, and it was like it piqued interest or something.
Yeah. Also, I'm old. I didn't realize it was an old term, but oh well. As I saw this, the club room for the first time in 3 days, I was stunned.
いや、努力はしたんだよ。
But I'd been waiting all morning to tell Ito the big discovery I'd made yesterday. I'd stayed up
I
almost
forgot
all
this guy
night.
existed.
What? Ito's epic.
He's kind of lost it recently.
It's just because he's not featured in the last two parts of this playthrough. That
Yeah, that's why.
I stayed up almost all night finding all the information I could on it, and then forced myself to wait until school ended to tell him. I figured that just sending pictures to his phone or trying to explain it in words would just confuse him. I wanted to stand in front of the board in the club room with all the information we'd learned so far pinned up on it, and use the club time to really work through it. But there was nothing there. Oh no. They've taken it all off. There was nothing there at all. I could only think of one person who would do that. No. Kurusu.
クルスか
昨日の帰り際な。危なすぎるから絶対にダメだって言って。
Was it because of that happened in the Love Hotel? Obviously. In as angry a voice as I could muster, I said,
どうして止めてくれなかったんだよ
come on, do you think Ito could have stopped her?
だから努力はしたんだよ。黙りなさいって言われて黙ったけど。
It's like I tried to stop her, she said, shut up, you went, okay.
そこはなんとか
That's
し
it.
て
Can't
さ
do anything.
無理言うなよ。
This is a pointless argument. I've seen so many arguments like that. You should have done something. It's like, mate, did you see her? Did you see what she was like? I was not going to get in the way of that. It's like, well, you should have stopped her anyway.
無理言うなよ
Ito shrugged as if to say, see? Just imagining it scared me a little. Doing something about Kurusu was absolutely impossible. No one in Heikyo was capable of such a thing. I pointed to the PC on the desk.
データは
ハードディスクごと叩き壊されなかっただけ運が良かったんじゃないか。
Oof. So the data was gone too. Ito was probably joking, but if Kurusu thought she needed to do it, she would have.
小野江さっきから何プリントアウトして
はいこれ
does a lot of looking away recently.
Are you talking about Serica?
Yeah, I don't. Why?
She gave him the stuff and then she's going back to printing it.
Oh, Serica dropped a stack of papers on the desk. Fair enough. I looked down and saw that it was images and articles about the case. It was the ones that were uploaded to the newspaper club server. They have a server? What the fuck?
どうしたんだこれ。
状況たるもの、データのバックアップは常に取れってタクいつも言ってるじゃん。というか、タクだって取ってるでしょ？
And then he fucking told you to delete the clip from the cloud.
There's the angle.
Yep.
Well, yes, but... Serica flipped through the papers.
ポケコンからだとなぜか画質が少し落ちるんだよね。サーバーにもう一回上げ直して。
ちょっと待った。
Serica went to stretch a cable from her Pokecom to the PC.
Pokecom.
I quickly stopped her.
画質これでいいの？
Who?
そうじゃなくて、いや画質はこれでいいんだけど、サーバーに上げるのはちょっと待ってくれ。
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incriminating, dodgy evidence. You know, I feel like putting, like, death, porn, stuff, just like...
Just call it a snuff video.
Yeah, having that on a school server seems to be a bit of a no-no.
Oh, especially since the police thought they deleted it.
Yes. I glanced at Ito as I spoke. The newspaper club server could be accessed from any PC in the school, as long as you knew the password. Kurusu was spending her time at the student council, getting ready for the culture festival, but there was a chance she might look at the server for some reason. Ito nodded in agreement, a serious look on his face.
二人とものんちゃんのことを怖がりすぎだよ。のんちゃん優しいよ。ねえ、花ちゃん。
There is nice, and then there's you've put incriminating death photos on our school server. Angry. Come on, man. Oh shit, she's here. You're alive? Have a lollipop. See? What? Was Kazuki agreeing? He was pounding down the keyboard and mouse really hard.
そりゃ尾上や和樹は副部長に可愛がられてるけどさ。
Okay.
渋谷のクレープ屋台一緒にコンプリートしたんだよ。のんちゃん甘いものに詳しいんだ。
Erica puffed out her chest, very proud of this information. I didn't care in the slightest.
それにどっちみちのんちゃんにはバレると思うよ。
That was probably true, yeah. Kept following the case as part of her work with the newspaper club. Kurusu was smart enough to catch on.
大丈夫だよ。話せば分かってくれるよ。
Serica, I think you are far too positive about this. I simulated a variety of situations in my mind, like Doctor Strange did in Infinity War, and I came to the conclusion that there is no solution to this. All positive universes end with us dying at Nono's hands.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I simulated this with my positive. Positive. You got to stay positive. Let's positive thinking.
Kurusu loved sweets. This was something that Serica had said, that I'd known about too.
So how's this going to go? He's going to give her sweets and she's just going to fall in love with him or something?
Please. Please no. So would buying her something she liked from a famous sweet shop be enough to win her over? Would bribery work on someone as prim and proper as the student council president? It was worth a try. Trigger on, baby. Unless we could win her over, we weren't going to be able to continue with the case. That was said in a very manly voice.
Confident, yeah.
買いに行くなら私も行きたい。
She was clearly intending to buy something for herself. Well,
That's not even like a delusion. That's probably just real.
that was fine. It was time for the mission to begin.
というわけで、これ、クルスにプレゼント。
Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew that Kurusu was staying late after school to get ready for the festival. I handed her the present I'd just bought. Erika had told me about a pancake place near Shibuya Station. It was a popular store where there was always a line of girls outside. I heard it was one of the few places where you could get pancakes for takeout, so I quickly chose it. Standing in line with the girls for an hour was almost torture, but I somehow managed to do it.
これって X サンクスのパンケーキ？
Eggs and thanks.
Okay, that mouth synchronization was off.
そうだけど、
あそこいつも並んでいるからなかなか手に入らないのに。
Her eyes were shining like a little girl's. It wasn't an expression I was used to seeing from her.
私にくれるの？本当に？
いつも迷惑かけてるし。
タクルが
God, this is
こうい
coming
う
off
プレ
like
ゼ
a
ントを
freaking
くれるなんて珍しいね。
audio drama.
ありがとう。すごく嬉しい。
I don't know why, but every time a character comes right in my face, it is unnerving, even if it's supposed to be romantic or nice or whatever. I do not like how this game does this. After seeing how happy she was, I couldn't tell her that I was trying to bribe her.
あれおかしいな。
It's just fucking pancakes.
え、なんで？
Why was she crying?
ごめんね。こんな幸せあるんだなって思って。
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a nice new pose, though.
Yes, that's definitely a screenshot for the episode.
変だよね。こんなことで泣いちゃうなんて。
This is so stupid. This is such an obvious bullshit delusion.
本当に嬉しかったの。ありがとうね、タク
I
ル。
mean, what did I tell you?
Well, she hasn't fallen in love with him though.
よかったら半分こしない？いいでしょ？
Good point.
I was satisfied with the results of my simulation.
Of course it would be.
This might work. Oh, it's not even like that was like we were talking to in real time. This was like predicted.
Wait a minute. I hope we see this go in real life. I hope he does this, and I hope we see it like him just crash and burn.
Ito must have been really surprised by my answer because he badly overreacted.
お前はそんなに勇敢なやつだったか？
やるときはやるんだよ。ただ、サーバーに上げるのは待ってくれ。慎重を期したい。
It's like, I think we should do this, Taku. And Taku goes, nah, I don't think we should do this. And Sarika's like, okay!
それから、とりあえず今はボードに情報を貼り付けるけれど、まとめ終わったら一旦剥がそう。ことは簡単じゃないんだ。
Okay!
それから、事件のことに関しては、とりあえずクルスに秘密にしよう。それでほとぼりが冷めるまで様子を見つつ、クルスが甘いものでも食べて機嫌がいい時に切り出すんだ。
I like how each time she moves somewhere, like into a different pose.
He only has 3, they've used them all.
じゃねえだろ。ただのヘタレじゃねえか。
He's right.
What?
Nani?
Nani? I'm not a pussy?
ヘタレじゃない。
It's like proper.
最も成功率の高い方法を弾き出したらこうなるんだ。
It's like proper emotional damage. It's like なんだと。
は はいはい、わかったわかった。ほら、尾上。地図貼るからそっち持て。
オッケー。
What the fuck? Did they like
No post.
did they run out of budget for this voice actress at this point?
No, she's just like, just getting on with stuff.
Okay. Ito and Serica took out the big map we used for the board.
説得を考えたらこれが一番確実なんだ。
You keep telling yourself that
What, with the stack of pancakes?
you didn't get it at all. There was no way I could persuade Kurusu if I tried to go after her head on.
というか、宮代。マジな話だけどさ。
He had a very serious tone in his voice as he hung up the top of the map. I'd been serious the whole time.
その、大丈夫なのか、事件を追って。
That sensible question.
だからいずれ説得する。下手れじゃないぞ。慎重なんだぞ。
I'm not pussy.
じゃなくて、お前、よっぽどのもん見たんだろ。その、ラブホテルで。
Oh, we've not shown him yet? Serica froze midway through the process of taping down the bottom of the map. So that was it. I hadn't told Ito anything about the Love Hotel.
He doesn't know yet, yeah.
I hadn't told him about what I'd seen or experienced there. I tried my best to give him a cheerful smile.
大丈夫だよ。問題ない。こんな大きなネタほっとけないだろ。
Ito didn't answer. He stared at me as if trying to figure me out. And then he relaxed and laughed a little.
まあ、電話の時点でそうじゃないかとは思ってたけどな。
He was probably talking about the call I'd made her yesterday. After I'd made my discovery, I'd called Ito and asked him to find all the information he could about the Love Hotel case. It had already been 3 days since it had happened. I hadn't been really following it at all, so I'd asked Ito to put together what he could find.
はい、いいよ。
Erica finished pinning the map to the board. Okay, let's get started.
Wait, they're going to do a recap.
Yes. It was a brand new map of Shibuya. Had it put up from scratch again, but now that I looked at it, maybe that wasn't such a bad thing. I'd made a huge discovery which could impact the whole case. It was a good idea to start over from the beginning.
まず
I knew it.
6年前の事件と日付の関連性があるという前提で進めよう。つまり今まで起きた3つの事件を一連のこととして考える。目的や犯人がいるとしたら、その正体はともかくとしてな。
ああ、3つ続いた以上はそうだろう。そうじゃなかったら、またその時考えればいい。
Oh no.
よし、場所から行くか。1件目の事件。通称こっちみんなは人難で起こったから。で、その遺体の画像が。
Oh, for fuck's sake. The first one was in Jinan. What was the first one? The hand thing.
The top left.
That one.
No, the first one was... Wait, could you go back over the backlog, please? Don't look at me. Yeah, that's the guy who's... No, go back. Second one on the left. Second one on the left. It's that guy. He cut his arm off.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I was pointing to first.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the top left with the hand.
Oh, no. I was just there, but in the beginning when I first said, is it this one? I was talking to the cheese. The guy eating cheese. Or his arm.
ちなみに同じ日付の6年前の事件は集団ダイブだから。
Is that one? That looks like a group. Wait, what the fuck's going on there?
The second one was right, I think. Like up and right. No, top right corner.
Yeah, but he's saying, he's referring to, if we look at the backlog, what he said is, by the way, the incident that occurred 6 years ago on the same date was the group dive.
Wait a minute, what was that? I can only imagine it's that one that you're on right now.
Yeah, let's try that. It's like, it looks like a group.
で、その概要が。
What happens if you choose the wrong one?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I have and it just doesn't tell you till the end.
1件目はこんなもんだな。じゃあ2件目に行こう。通称音漏れ炭は
Oh, I know that one. That's the girl. Leaky noise.
で、その遺体の画像が。で、その概要が。ちなみに同じ日付の6年前の事件は妊娠男だから。
What's the story behind that one? Pregnant man?
Does he look pregnant?
Was he just fat? What was that?
Or is this a pregnant man?
I don't know. Because I think... Is that referring to Chaos Head stuff? I don't remember anymore.
Is that a what is this picture a picture of?
The Hulk?
This one?
The one at the bottom. I don't know what that one is. The one at the top. It's just a dead body.
Well...
で、その概要が。
I'm
Was
not...
that correct?
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't... Maybe it doesn't tell you if you get it wrong.
よし。じゃあ最後にラブホの事件だ。場所は道玄。
Yeah, I know that one. Well, that's the one that we've been talking about so far.
で、概要だけど。
Oh, they haven't written a summary yet.
Yeah. I looked at Ito and I could see he was nervous. He was worried, but at the same time a little excited.
どうした？大丈夫か？
いや、そうだな。まずは伊藤がまとめてきたのを見せてくれるか。世間ではどういう認識になっているのかを知りたい。
Oh, what's the name?
わかった。ちょっと待ってな。
Well, that'll be in the summary, won't it? What he says. Ito got his own Pokemon and started to fiddle with it. He linked to the printer over the network and printed out his files. Wait.
やっぱサーバーにはあげないんじゃんか。
当たり前だ。殴られるのは嫌だ。
I mean, that's good reasoning. What?
I just found it interesting the perspectives they've got here. They got her closer than him.
Because they're moving around the room.
Yeah, I just found that interesting.
What I find interesting is they want to keep all of this secret from Kurusu, but they're putting the stuff up on the big board over there.
What they said is after they've done this,
Yeah.
they're going to take it off.
They'll just take it down, yeah.
I skimmed the printout that Ito had made for me. After all the cases we researched together, he knew how to summarize information into a single page like a pro. Ito read from his own printout.
名前が発表されたのは昨日の夜だ。死んだのは柿田博則22歳。渋谷在住で更新でアルバイトしていたらしい。
He only had a part-time job and he was only 22.
As a contractor.
なんで
Gosh.
知らないんだ。景気のいいベンチャー企業だよ。
They had been making a lot of money lately off of the Shibuya reconstruction.
渋谷ニューズの情報通り、20代の男性だ。
さすが。そこはチェックしてるか。
That was about the only thing I could do, said as he nodded.
つーか、20代って言及したのは事件のあった日のネトラジ放送だぞ。まだその段階では、どの媒体も男性の変死体が発見されたとしか発表してなかったのに。ったく、 どうやって調べてるんだか。
Hmm. I couldn't agree more. How did Kay
Informant in the police.
do her research? Maybe Kay is the child of that informant that
Yeah.
the police officer was talking to.
Yeah,
死因
probably.
は首吊りによる窒息死。地上のもつれからの自殺と断定された。
A
That's the official
suicide.
story.
Okay. Okay, because nobody saw the crime scene. I was like, that would be the most impossible, elaborate suicide I've ever seen.
Eh?
A suicide? Over a fight with a lover?
自殺と断定されたのか？
ああ、警察はそう発表した。あと出ている情報といえば、まあ死んだ柿田が優秀だったってことくらいか。出来高のアルバイトで驚くほど稼いでいたらしい。
Hmm.
地上のもつれって、その相手は？
Wait, why are we taking this seriously?
It's just going through the official report to find out what they're
Oh,
saying and how it
地上っ
differs
て
from
言うなら
his
交際していた相手がいたはずだろ。
from what he saw.
Hmm.
ああ、なるほどな。
Ito looked through a bunch of files on his Pokecom.
いや、それに関しては何もないな。
目撃者は？
発見したのはホテルの従業員だけど、それ以外には何も。もちろんお前らのことも出てない。
What was going on? So they hadn't said anything about the other girl at the scene.
タク
Erika was staring at me, confused, probably thinking the same thing. I'd understand why there wasn't any information about us. Police had said there would be, and to be honest, we're just gawkers. There's no real point in telling anyone we were there. That girl clearly seemed to be involved in the case. They said he got into a fight with his girlfriend. It didn't make sense not to report the girl who was there.
未成年による配慮？
I wasn't sure, but she had looked young. She definitely wasn't older than 19. No, even then, they'd said something. Whenever there was a problem with someone dating underage girls, they never reported the girl's name. They always reported her existence.
どうした？
説明する。
I penned up the information that Ito had given me.
ラブホの事件の遺体の火葬は？
Wait, so what are the other photos?
There are previous crimes that have not had a current crime related to them yet.
ラブホの現場で撮った画像だ。
撮ったのか？
Yep. Ito almost jumped on me in shock. I nodded.
正確には録画した映像を切り取ってプリントアウトしたやつだ。警察に消される前に尾上が個人のストレージに上げておいてくれた。
マジかよ。やばいだろこれ。どこにも出てねえぞ。
Hmm. Ito put his face up to the picture in excitement.
なんだ？座ったまま首を。ワイヤーかこれ。
Yes. He mumbled to himself as he stared at it, trying to memorize every last detail.
なんだよこれ。おい、一体何があったんだ？
As I listened to Ito speak excitedly, I looked towards Serika. I wasn't sure why I was...
Yeah, Ito's the one who's like looking at the picture. Why are we just looking at Serika right now?
I don't know. I wasn't sure why I was looking at her. But she nodded as if she understood. I nodded back. The police had told us not to tell anyone, but I didn't care. That's why I was
Fuck the
looking at her.
police.
I slowly started to explain what had happened to Ito. How we'd made it into the hotel undetected. How the room we'd seen from outside was where we'd found the body. How we'd gone inside and found the police officer lying on the floor. How the body in the photo was sitting on a spinning bed and slowly rotating. and how there'd been another girl there, and how someone had tried to enter the room. But I didn't tell him how the door had locked itself. The police had told me I'd imagined it, and they'd made me realize I had no proof. Between my curiosity and my fear, I'd been a mess at the time anyway. More than anything, without any kind of proof, I wasn't sure it happened at all. When I finished, Ito's first questions were the same as mine had been.
現場にいた女に部屋に入ろうとしていた誰か。でもその女はともかく誰かが部屋に入ろうとしていた形跡はなかったんだろ。
That was right. That was what the police had told me. But
ノックの音が聞こえたんだ。それは映像にも音声として残ってる。
音だろ。誰かがドアの向こうにいてドアを叩いたという証明じゃない。
いや、理屈で考えればそうだけど、それに確かにあれは誰かがドアを。
Ito cut me off, clearly irritated.
理屈で考えればって一番らしくない言葉だぞ。理屈のみで考えなければいけないってのが理屈バカのお前だろう。
Uh-huh. Don't call me an idiot. I just prefer to cover all my bases.
はっきりしてるところから行こうぜ。だろ
It's coming to about 1 hour 36 minutes and I'm beginning to get super tired. I'm trying to think of where to stop.
You don't want to stop in the middle of the scene, huh?
No, I don't think this is not I don't know. Not an ideal place to stop. Damn it. You can only say that because he hadn't heard it in person. That strange, eerie sound which hung in the depths of your ears and wouldn't let go. What, just fucking knocking on a door? But that was true.
その通りといえばそうなんだよな。
I hadn't seen for myself someone trying to enter the room. Maybe he took my silence as agreement.
で、現場にいた女か。あ、だから交際相手を気にしてたのか。
Yes, to see if this could be her girlfriend.
女っていうより女の子かな。
Huh?
女の子？
あの子きっとそんなに私と年変わらないよ。それに上ってこともないと思う。同じか 1,2 個下くらいじゃない？
Younger?
そうかな。
How the hell do you know that? What? How can you gauge someone's age? He was like bloody-eyed, lying on the freaking floor face down most of the time.
They're not in the best of minds either. Like, she was freaking out at the time.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, but if Serica said so, she was probably right. Serica never had any evidence or proof for her statements. She was often correct.
でも、その女の子のことに触れている情報はなかったんだろう。
I looked back at Ito to check.
ああ、ゴシップ誌から新聞社の正式な発表、まとめウィキまで全部覗いたけど、そんな情報はなかった。
I see.
だとすれば、やっぱりこっちから追うしかないか。
I flipped through the remaining papers.
別の手がかりがあるのか？
映像を見返して気づいたことがあるんだ。ちゃんとした理屈だ。なんせちゃんとした証拠があるからな。
小さい男だな。
Do what you like. It was finally time to tell Ito what I'd found.
This is a good spot to leave it.
昨日作った綺麗に写ってる例のシールの画像は。
So leave it here then?
Yeah, like, this is a good spot because it's like, and now for my dramatic reveal. Next time.
I'm gonna switch back to the avatar faces. I'm gonna save over this.
You saved over it.
I shouldn't. Oh,
No, it's fine. It's too late now.
I know. Well, I feel like not much has happened again.
I don't know what you're talking about. We had plenty of positive delusions.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We
Plenty
also
of.
met a homeless man who whipped his dick out.
Did he whip his dick out? What the fuck?
And you know, Ito is now in the process of being caught up.
I suppose, yes. I was hoping to get to a point when Nono came back, but no. 1
We got
hour.
pancakes in our mind.
Yeah, God, this Taku-kun gets fucking worse every time. But as you can see, it's the sumo sticker, isn't it? Sumo sticker. It just seems like in real life, man, it would just be a coincidence. I would just be like, that's just a coincidence. Seeing the sumo.
Maybe Ito will say that.
Yeah, seeing the sumo wrestler and two within pictures of two crime scenes is just not enough for me to say that's a thing. I'm like, that could be coincidence. If it happens a third time,
especially if it was guerrilla marketing, you can expect the stickers to be everywhere.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. It's like guerrilla marketing, so it's everywhere. So it's just like if it's everywhere, it's quite high. There's a quite high likelihood that they would be in these pictures, and it's not like they're featuring prominently or anything. It's like the top of a head. You know, the top bit is kind of in view of the image. Just seems a bit of a stretch, but knowing the way this visual novel is going, it's probably going to be right. It's probably related. I mean, it's all over this, so they're not just going to have them there for no reason. But yeah, I mean, interesting stuff. Unfortunately, I feel super tired, but I think we're progressing, getting somewhere. Hopefully, Kurusu Nona-chan will be in the next part of our playthrough, and we'll see how pissed off she gets at them when she inevitably finds out that they're still doing looking into these cases. But for now, we'll leave it there. I am Ash Mannix.
And I'm Kixel.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Later.